How have things been going since the weekend?
I think they've been going pretty good for me at least.
I think I've fallen off on the playing slower. I think I've just sped up a lot. Like I've been finding the ball's been going over my head again a little bit.
So it's kind of like creeping up.
Yeah, creep up a little bit too far. Just goes over my head again.
Let's see what we were last time. How's the thing been going with like the cutting and working around that?
I think there was just one time that scrimmer that happened, maybe two, and both times it was called, but it ended up in a goal either way.
Yeah, I just called one. I just called too late in the cut.
Oh, so like 2 times it didn't work, but the rest of the time it was like working fine.
We didn't really do it any other time.
I didn't notice it anyway. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We might not have noticed it much because they wouldn't capitalize off it, because they weren't capitalizing off many mistakes, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. What we're talking about, Crypt, is when like you have like a teammate kind of like rotating near the ball and they like can turn, but it's a bit confusing.
Off also.
Yeah, and it's like they can turn, and then on the weekend when we were looking at their replays, they were getting that a bit, but it's good. It's good to hear you guys are working through it. Milk, have you been feeling more confident, like just like defensively, and just like waiting for the ball a bit more?
Yeah, a little bit. There was, I think, one time where I got a bit awkward and it just went over my head, but I think I've been better. I haven't really actually noticed it too much.
Cool. And then Legacy, I see we're talking about like not like idling forward, so it sounds like you're still just occasionally doing that, and it's in like a different form now, right? With the ball getting like whacked over your head.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it like probably manifests in different ways based off like the team you're playing, because like we were talking about it a lot defensively because we were watching like you guys up against like gaming gamers and stuff, but against teams you're like confident against, that'll be like the consequence of it more, is like just the ball getting like whacked over your head in midfield, so it's like less of a big deal. Sweet. Alright, let me get this stream up.
I don't know, Parzival was a pro on ball chasing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in any tournaments. We gotta get you guys the pro tag.
Hopefully.
It's a goal, man.
Maybe we'll start with the second one, or should we watch ones later in the series?
I think
we started mucking around. I think the 3-4 game where we lost would be pretty good, because we were still trying then. I sort of lost focus after that.
Cool. Why'd you lose focus? You just like tired, or?
I just started bopping my head, really. I turned on a really good song and that threw me off.
Like eating dinner, so like between every play, or like I get demoed and I take a bite, I'm not gonna lie.
I was trying super hard throughout the entire thing. Except for game couple.
Oh yeah, this was a big throw.
Well, you go down 2-0 early though. Looks like a long OT, maybe.
Yeah, we had a couple OT.
I think it was like 2.5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Just bopped over my head.
Yeah, it's a really nice play from them actually. This Luke guy kind of came out of nowhere. Alright, and then where are you, Milk?
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, I think.
Yeah, just getting more comfortable defending those kind of things.
Or just even like, I thought I was ready for it, but it just went over my head.
Yeah, something about your aerial was like a bit off here.
It was more to the side of the start than actually up.
Yeah, I don't know. You also weren't like boosting straight away. So yeah, like you're like waiting a while to boost. I think that's what probably killed you.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so fast. I think that was another thing.
Can you easily like boost and jump at the same time?
Yeah, normally, but that's not that situation.
Shit happens.
What time?
Crypt, what are you hoping to like work on recently? Get better at?
Like, I recently wanted to focus on boost management because I always found myself low boost, but I think I'm like decent at that now, but maybe still keep an eye out. And then also, one thing I know is a problem, and was a problem in that scrim, was creeping from back post when it's like not safe. When I'm last man on back post, I think the coast is clear, so I creep up like middle or even sometimes badly front post. And then like they counter and then they pass a midfield and it's like I'm facing weirdly and like sitting in front of the net, like in the middle.
Yeah, so you're just getting a bit like antsy.
Yeah, you just fix it by like waiting, like just playing extra safe, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, we can keep an eye out for that. Just quickly, yeah, this is like the exact situation we were talking about on the weekend. Is this the one you guys were saying, like one of the 2 times it happened?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It was a bad cut from me as well, anyway.
Let's have a look.
Could have been better anyway with how I touched it, but yeah.
I don't think it's the worst, honestly. Like definitely like it's a bit awkward because he's so close. But yeah, because it's like ideally you want to like kind of like pinch it with the wall and then follow it up. Yeah. Oh well. These things aren't gonna be like perfect like the day after you like talk about it, you know?
Yeah, we should have one. Actually, Crypt, there's one in 50 minutes goes cancelled, but there's one in like an hour, 50 minutes if you're down. At 9.
Or 10 for me. Who's it against?
I think Relic in that.
Relic and Ben and Vance.
Yeah, I don't know if it's with Ben, so maybe.
That shot was so cancer, bro. I don't know how that's gone in.
You did enough. You just gotta focus on being quick. Yeah. We take it. Oh, you're mechanical, Crypt. Too easy.
Not really. It's probably my weakest trait.
You're more like rotationally focused.
Yeah, and just being aware of where my teammates are, I'd say.
Yeah, the bar's gotten quite high recently. Feels like... Because back when I was playing, if you were more focused on rotations, you'd have like no mechanics.
Oh, I have mechanics. I just like I can pull out really good mechanics in like free play. I just don't know how to like input it into games yet, you know?
It's legit me.
Yeah, Legacy, we talked about that our very first session. How's that been going with you?
Yeah, I'm getting more consistent with mech, I guess.
Yeah.
In game. But I'm not like trying to whip out double flip resets, but my normal just single flip resets are way better.
Yeah, Crypt, the advice I kind of gave to Legacy was like, especially when you're playing like ranked, you just kind of have to like really focus on it, you know? Because if you're tryharding in ranked like 24/7, you're just gonna like stick to like safe stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's what I've been kind of doing.
Yeah, and you'll like never bridge that gap properly. So
like I hit SSL before in 2s, like 2 seasons ago and the season before that, and then since then I haven't like broken GC3 1700 just because I've been focusing on Okay, don't talk about that.
This is such a classic whiff.
And then the guy going for the ball side flips as well.
Yeah, that's
Bloody
funny.
side flips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play like 200 games a season and still don't rank up, but I'm fine with that because I understand that it's all for the better cause.
Yeah, well, especially if you're like an active tournament player, you know.
Problem is, I'm not exactly an active tournament player because I only just turned 15, so like I haven't done. Yeah,
Fresh meat.
that's me just absolutely whiffing. You won't see that often.
Dude, you gotta be mechanical if you're 15.
Nah, I'm not mechanical.
Yeah, you just mess up your fast aerial here. Oopsies.
I tried. I don't know what I tried. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a fine force. I had a free ball. It's just blatantly my fault.
Yeah, like Legacy. This looks like you're like trying to learn how to play faster and like getting the hang of it. You know?
Yeah, just jumping.
Yeah, which is good because like this is what we're talking about. So yeah, it's like, yeah,
The more I
good.
do it, the better I'll get, right?
yeah. Obviously, it didn't work out. It's because he's so close to the ball. By the way, you gotta be a bit more careful. But I mean, like sick musty as well from him. That was nice. Ooh, well done. Zero boost mechanics.
Of course, you have to get good at them.
Milk, aren't you like 15 as well?
Yeah, two
Damn.
15-year-olds, one team.
Damn. And Legacy, you're like 18?
20.
You're 20, are ya?
Yeah, it just means I have connections. That's all I'm good for.
Just get the two
another
young
wave?
guns.
Yeah. Just let them carry and I'll support. Easy dogs.
As soon as you have to take ball cam off, you know it's not. Oh, you're actually close. Do you actually take ball cam off to try and psycho these easier or something?
I don't know. It's just a habit. That's a free play habit, you know. So I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like if I go in free play for psychos, if free play psychos, I'll go with ball cam off, and then in game I'm like, oh crap, I shouldn't be going for an ambitious psycho, so I turn my ball cam back on and it stuffs me up.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Sounds like you just gotta find that link between free play and game. Cause yeah, it could go the other way, I guess, where it's like, cause I'm saying like, we were saying in ranked you wanna be more like adventurous, but maybe in free play you have to be less like YOLO, you know?
Yeah, I gotta start actually taking free play seriously and stop autopiloting.
That's kind of what free play is there for, though.
Yeah, but it's like almost a waste of time. In my opinion, it's probably wrong, but just for me personally.
Yeah, I was always a bit conflicted about it as well. I feel like, oh, that was another close opportunity. I feel like there's like value in just kind of like going through the motions, you know?
Yeah. It's just I've done the same motion. Like I have 4 shots that I'll like autopilot on, you know?
Yeah,
like if I go autopilot, I'll go for the same 4 shots. One's a double musty sidewall, one's a psycho from your own corner, one's seeing how many chained resets I can do, which is kind of useful. But like double musty sidewalls and psychos are not useful in game. And one where you take possession of the ball and do it like a musty from the ground and just see where it takes you.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that a little bit. Mechanics. Long ass OT.
Yeah, what's it gonna be, about like 2 minutes? Not too bad.
2:30, I think it was. Questionable for me.
That was incredibly questionable, yeah. Yeah,
See creeping when it's like not
I
safe.
I see exactly what you mean by the creeping. Yeah.
It's just I just gotta pay more attention in game.
I think what it is for you here is you're getting a bit, you're like kind of just like stacking what Legacy's doing, because it's like, oh, sorry, Milk. It's like Milk's kind of got all this area covered, you know, like
Mm.
he's almost definitely hitting the ball next, unless this gets like smashed, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, if I were you, I'd be thinking like, okay, maybe let's like hang back, maybe be ready to drive up the backboard, and like worst case, be ready for a save, right? But instead, you're just kind of like getting in Milk's grill, and you two are just driving next to each other, literally
Drive
on
off
top
to
of
the
each other.
sunset.
Yeah,
You're targeting Milk a lot too. Bumps and shit.
yeah. So that might be it. Crypt is just thinking like how to like compliment your teammates a bit more in those situations.
Oh, I got bumped.
That was so close, man.
got fucking
I was so
bumped up.
happy with this double, and it hits the post. It was so tight too.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice.
Oh man.
And yeah, Legacy, you got unlucky. Even at wave dash instead of flipping, which probably would have got you the goal.
Yeah.
Whoops. Whoa. I guess this kind of worked.
I meant to shoot it, whiffed it, and then I called infield.
Yeah. Legacy, this kind of feels like, tell me if I'm wrong, but it felt like you were always driving up in case Crypt like didn't want to go for it, you know? And then it got you a bit awkward. And it worked out perfectly. I don't know. I was just getting that feeling. It's interesting. This situation still seems to be like the most awkward situation, like the most awkward recurring theme, at least in like offense rotationally, is when you have these guys in front who can turn. Yeah.
That's where the second man should kind of play though, right? Like right behind the first man, not as close maybe, but
Yeah. No, I actually really like how Legacy played it, because yeah, it's like, yeah, on the weekend, like we're just having a lot of double commits here. Some teams will get like really annoyed at this player and just tell them they should like never go for the ball, but like that just feels too restricting. So yeah, it's a nice bit.
I saw Legacy decently far back, so I thought that because I could beat the opponent to the ball, I should just cut it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of like utility in you going. Yeah. I even take it a step further. Like, I don't even think you have to be particularly careful as this player. Like, I think, because like,
Yeah.
Legacy can always see you, you know. So it's like, yeah, like you can see you're like clear in Legacy's view, whereas like you can't see Legacy. So it's like, just do whatever the hell you want, and then just trust that Legacy will respond correctly. But then you've also then got to, you know, not like half commit and stuff, because then it's like super confusing. It's not easy. It's one of the tougher like team things to pull off, for sure. But yeah, you guys are definitely getting better at it, which is awesome. Nice. Yeah, this is really good, Legacy. Yeah, this is perfect.
Thanks.
A lot of players would just kind of like drive up next to Milk and then make things super confusing. But you're just chilling. You got full boost. There's no need to rush anything, and then comes perfectly to you. That was awesome. Ah, there's the over the head thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have pinched it. That's one more thing I do. I've noticed it mostly in ranked. Like when there's not a second man closely to follow up, or even in general, don't just like pass the middle away there, free bang like that.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Those
is just
situations are really hard though.
yeah.
Especially on my boost.
This is just the pass to the other team. Yeah. This isn't doing anything.
I guess I got kind of scared of Riot staying on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. You just rushed in. I see.
Maybe just like even fake it and just play a 50 would be better.
Yeah. Yeah. I think ideally here, you just try and like roll it up the wall. Yeah. And then even if you're low boost, you should still be able to stay close to it and then get a delayed 50, right? But then but then if you're not confident you can do anything good, then yeah, next best thing would be like 50. And then yeah, this is probably like one of the worst things, even though it's so natural. Yeah. That's a tough habit to break, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
I
just
guess-
missed that touch and it goes in.
Oh, this is actually how you guys get scored on. Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, Legacy, this is just you being a little too forward.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I could have just
you're doing,
came straight back into the backboard.
Yeah, you're still doing everything well. It's like you're like well behind Milk. You're ready for this hit, but then the hit is just a lot bigger than you're expecting.
Yeah.
So,
I guess
right
I
idea.
paying more
idea.
attention to like the speed of the ball as well. More. Cause that ball
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, and just like the possibilities. It looked like you got a really weird like pinch here or something though. Yeah. That's a pretty unusual touch, to be honest.
Didn't jump at all.
Yeah.
Just
This guy has interesting camera settings. They're really low.
Bad
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
That's
this
just
is
my bad.
Yeah, we'll have a look at your one in a sec, man. Yeah, this is kind of the example as well, Legacy, where it's like, because you're third man, it's really important you like don't screw up, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it was someone on the main Bandits roster who I was having this conversation with, because it's like,
Cyrax, Fiasco, or Deju.
well, you know him.
Yeah. I verse them all the time in rank A. Apart from Cyrax.
I think it was Fiasco. I was talking to Fiasco about this because it's like you could look at this situation and you could say Legacy, like you just went for the read, it was the wrong read, shit happens, right? Like you could say that, but it's like because you're third man here, it's pretty important that you like don't make this mistake, right?
Hmm.
So it's like even if you do have the read, like you got to be like pretty sure you've got it, just because the consequence is so bad if you don't, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm seeing here. Because like I like the idea. It's like you're pushing forward, like you're definitely trying to read the play, read the touch, which is everything we've been talking about. It's just yeah, you got to be careful, specifically when you're third man, because it's like things go bad.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Milk. That's that's unfortunate.
I should just try getting a touch on like the side of my car if I could make it.
Yeah.
Or even
Or
just the touch up.
yeah, or what I was telling you guys, I think on the weekend where it's like you can jump early and kind of hit these later, and it's really consistent.
Yeah.
That's another way.
It doesn't go as far, but it's like you hit it more often.
Yeah, yes. It's not as powerful, but it's a lot more consistent, and you don't hit the roof as much. Because yeah, you can see here, right, Milk? It's like you're going for that like perfect touch, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like, yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like you just like jump here, but,
Yeah.
like
I
a
do.
bit later. Yeah.
Like when you jump out, you sort of half arrow and then get a touch.
Yeah,
Or for
yeah,
me, at least,
exactly.
I do that.
Yeah, because like same situation here again. You know, it's like it's just like can't afford to make this mistake, right?
Yeah.
Gotta learn to be like very consistent in that third man role.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's have a look. You guys seem to rotate really well as a team. Is there anything with like you three that you want to like talk about, or feel there's any rotational problems?
Just the cutting, because that's like, at least from that scrim, cutting ended up in goals, I think, or
Yeah.
like on the wall, like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
That's just, it didn't end out how we thought it would, I guess.
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Like, if someone was cutting to make a play, like the time, how we talked about on the weekend, where
Yeah.
every time we tried it, it just wouldn't end out well, or how we wanted, I think.
Oh, in today's scrims.
Yeah, like the one time we tried it ended up in a goal, probably because I didn't turn fast enough, but I think it's the second goal in this scrim,
In this one.
or game, sorry.
Yeah, wait, let's have a look.
To be fair, 2 of the goals they scored were just me and Milka's very uncharacteristic whiffing. Like,
Yeah.
I'll never whiff those, but I don't know, just happened.
Yeah. No, this is definitely when it doesn't work out, Milk, for sure. Were there any times when, like, you know, whoever's in like this position here kind of was hanging back, this person cut, and it turned out really badly?
I'm not sure exactly.
Alright, well, I think for that then, just keep focusing and just just remember for this person just to really keep an eye out for this player and just like hang back if you see them even like having the
Oh,
he's going
like that.
It's going.
Wait, so do we have a scrim
potential
in
cut.
30 minutes?
Who's back?
No, we don't have any anymore. Both got cancelled. I'm gonna see if we can get another one if you're down.
Oh, people are so flaky.
Are you back?
Hello.
I hope so.
Hello.
It's so confusing because I can always hear you guys totally fine when I lag out.
Oh.
We didn't hear like the last 10 seconds of what you said.
I was just saying that yeah, in these situations I think it just sounds like it might just be some growing pains, just making sure this player does just like hang back, you know. Because we saw quite a few cases where this was working quite smoothly. So I think just definitely keep this in mind because yeah, it still seems to be like the key conflict. At least in offense, like defensively, everything looked good. And you're right, Crypt. It just felt like individually, it was kind of like the big turning point there. It's like Milk missed that touch, and then there was that rotational one, and then yeah, you're just.
There was one where I blatantly whipped.
Yeah, there's a blatant whiff, and then the OT was a blatant whiff.
But like we won most of the other games. Like
yeah,
we won
majority.
5-2.
and they're all very, very low scoring as well. Like only like 1 goal, no goals, 1 goal, and then
That first one was a blowout. 5-1.
Yeah, we
5-1.
But that can just be warm up, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
That last game was pretty good, but yeah, we don't have enough time.
Yeah, so I'm not sure we have anything new to bring up to wrap up this session. Honestly,
I guess that's technically a good thing, right?
Yeah, no, it's like that's what I was, this is what I was talking about last week, where it's like yeah, sometimes you just gotta kind of wait and let these things like set in. Crypt, if you're here for the weekend session, we can probably dig in a bit more in helping you out with something like in particular.
When's the weekend session?
Pretty flexible. We normally figure it out later.
Yeah, Jake normally messages me and I check.
I'm always happy to like attend coaching sessions, just like if I'm allowed, or like even if I'm not screaming, just to listen in the background. Like I'm always happy to.
Yeah, I don't really stream the weekend ones because they're early enough where I can just chill out. But I record every single one and post them, so. Unless
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
at night, then I probably won't stream it.
Yeah. I don't know, Chris. Honestly, watching that game, you looked very, very solid. Other than that, like one whiff, I don't have any like big advice just from that one replay.
Yeah.
We looked at. Yeah. Other than I want to see triple musty flip resets in the next scrim. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a psycho, don't worry.
I nearly had a psycho the other day, like a week or so ago now, but it was just too off to the left and probably would have hit crossbar for bounce.
Damn.
Wow.
No, keep it up.
But
I guess even just as a point, because it's like we did talk last week about like making sure focusing like individually on like improving, because everything looks pretty clean. Because it's like you want to be careful of devoting too much time to like psychos and flip resets and everything, because like the biggest gains are just like from like being just like that like millisecond quicker than the other team, you know. But it's a weird thing to practice, obviously. So yeah, it's like
one thing I have been practicing is like bouncing the ball up like in the air, and then just like using as less boost and getting up to the ball as fast as possible to get a flip reset, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that
Which
yeah,
is useful.
No, those flip reset plays are sick. And yeah, one of the reasons Zen is so good at them is because of his boost management. Yeah, sweet. All right, well, yeah, good work, guys. You guys are definitely working on the right stuff. So good stuff.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Legacy, I'll probably message you like Friday or something to lock in a time for the weekend. That sounds good.
Yeah. Sweet hash, man.
Cool. All right, peace out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Nice.
You too.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good one.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.